You're watching London Weekend Television, part of the ITV network. Now, the latest world news.
Good afternoon. A routine vehicle check and the bravery of 2 police officers has thwarted a terrorist plot in the capital. Ken Andrews at Scotland Yard now with the latest on this morning's explosives find. Ken.
Anna Maria, senior anti-terrorist squad officers here at Scotland Yard are delighted at what they see as a damaging, if somewhat lucky, strike against the IRA. And police generally are happy that the officer shot by the terrorists will make a full recovery. But they're also under no illusions that the IRA still has the capacity and the intent to mount a full bombing campaign in London before Christmas. This 3-ton van packed with fertilizer-based explosives could have had devastating consequences if it had been detonated. But something about it made 2 North London policemen suspicious. They stopped it on the A10 in Stoke Newington early this morning. The occupants ran off, police gave chase. A first aid kit and blanket marked the scene in Belgrade Road, Stoke Newington, where one of the terrorists shot PC Hall in the head and back. He got away, but a second man was arrested. PC Hall has undergone an operation. He'll be back on duty in a few weeks. A gun was found nearby in the garden of number 64 Clissold Crescent. PC Hall's colleagues have spent the morning searching for evidence and inevitably knocking on doors. It's become almost routine in the capital.
Ken, do the police have any idea what the terrorists were actually targeting?
Well, there was a detonator in the truck with the explosives, so there was obviously a single major target. Possibly, and it's only speculation, today's Lord Mayor's procession. There was heightened security at the parade, but as Lindsay Charlton reports, it passed as planned.
Despite the drama just a few miles away, at 11 o'clock the band struck up, the floats rolled and the Lord Mayor's show was underway. Security was tight, but that didn't stop the crowds packing the city's medieval streets.
Londoners have King John to thank for this parade. In 1215, he let the locals choose their own Lord Mayor. The rest, as they say, is history and not a little spectacle.
The new Lord Mayor, Sir Francis McWilliams, took the salute in the freezing air, while young and old enjoyed the parade.
Great fun. Lovely to be involved.
What's it like being on the bus?
Nice.
It's the 635th Lord Mayor's show, and only goes to prove that a city which can survive the plague and 2 world wars could this morning easily ignore the antics of the IRA. Lindsay Charlton, LWT News, in the City of London.
One other story. 14 police officers have been injured in a car chase through West London. An underage driver in a stolen Ford Fiesta ploughed into 3 police vehicles. The drama began in Parade Street, where officers stopped the car. The car accelerated towards one officer, bouncing him onto the bonnet. It then hit a bollard by the Marylebone flyover, crashed into an unmarked police car in Harrow Road before hitting a police van and finally a Panda car. A 16-year-old youth is being questioned by police. And that's our news. More from us at 5 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon. If you're off to see the Lord Mayor's show today, make sure you take a brolly with you. It'll be a cold and wet afternoon over most of the area, although it may be dry at first over Essex. Maximum temperature only 9 Celsius, 48 Fahrenheit. The rain will continue tonight and it is likely to become misty over higher ground. Join me for more at 5:05. Good afternoon.
Saturday in 90210.
Ain't she special? Yeah, she sure is.
Romance is in the air, and so is Jet. And the rest in the last clash before the semi-finals. Gladiators at 6:15. And then, more subtly...
Oi! Oi! Come here!
Blind Date at 7:15 and Beatles Ear at 8:15.
They are my time.
Then it's the ITV Saturday movie, the story of the Brinksmat robbery, Fool's Gold at 9:05.
If you have a passion for puddings, you'll enjoy what Jenny Bristow has to offer next.
I'm not touching a drop this Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Pigs might fly.
For Christmas, Woolworths is right up your street.
You know,
I can still remember the very first sweets given to me by my grandfather. They were Werther's original, and I was 4. I had a bit of trouble opening that shiny golden wrapper, but then, well, I'll never forget that first taste. Sweet and creamy and uncommonly good. I remember feeling I must be someone very special when my granddad gave me his wonderful butter candy. Well, now I'm the granddad. And what else would I give my little grandson but my Werther's original? After all, he's someone very special too, you know.
British Airways introduced their most comfortable business lounge ever. Feels rather good, doesn't it?
Today was special because I was Chief Marshal at Brands Hatch and responsible for something like 200 volunteer marshals. Being Chief Marshal is a very important job because of having to monitor marshals' performance and basically to keep the racetrack safe for racing.
Good morning.
All marshals are volunteers and they do it for absolutely nothing, except for perhaps the fun and the comradeship. First time the cars come out in the morning is for their practice sessions. As Chief Marshal, part of my duties are to walk around the entire circuit, talking to as many of the marshals as I can, making sure that they're okay, they're happy with what they're doing. Once the marshals have taken their positions on post, they ring directly into the control tower if there is any incident out on the circuit, and they all have specific jobs to do. A flag marshal, his job is to communicate with the race driver to tell him of various situations on the circuit, and we do this with various types of flag. My daytime job, I am a bakery manager. The bakery is very warm and humid, and it's very nice to get out in the open air on a Sunday. The first race was the Caterhams, and it turned out to be a very exciting race indeed, because Ben Edwards made a very bad start, and by the first corner he was in fact 4th. And during the 8-lap race, he pulled himself up from 4th place to, in fact, the race winner, which is a tremendous drive. For the first time, I've presented the winner with his winner's garland and his race winner's hat. It's one of the perks of the job to see a good driver win a very exciting race. The day went well. And the raffle at the end of the day was good, and it was a few jokes and a few laughs, and I think the lads enjoyed themselves.
Thanks very much, fellas. Thanks a lot, mate. Nice, cheers.
For more information, write to The Day, Box 33, London SE1 9LT.